can't shake these nightmares. Floating in space forever. Just why? Shake these nightmares. Floating in space forever. Just why?
Lady, I will paint the walls with you if you don't tell me where Crane's treasure is right now!
Sweetheart, I think you must be sick, because pointing a gun at me in my own bar is a terminal affliction. Honey, you picked the wrong time to get a drink.
What are you? Hey! Who the hell are you? Guy?
I told you it was gonna end badly. Now I'm hoping you're here to have a drink and play nice. I've had a gun pointed at me more than enough for one day. Well, not exactly the introduction to the wayward I would have hoped for. Well, sorry about that, darling. First round's on me. Name's Duchess. There's something I could do for you. Your guess is as good as mine, sweetheart. He busted in here saying I needed to turn over the location of some fellow named Crane, who I guess I must have served at some point or another. Since then, a steady stream of miscreants has been making my life irritating. Now that you mention it, I could use an extra... See? That boy we put down? He's not the first of his crew to roll in here. But I want him to be the last. Normally, I'd send my people out to clean house. But my muscles run off. But I'm willing to pay good money if you... So... Only seems fair. The details, then. Now, each of these boys came in asking after Crane. I'm thinking we can make that... How would you grab the attention of a bunch of... Well, aren't you a smart... Just give me 1 second. Okay, I think I'll just... I just want you to know, architecture ain't exactly my forte. Huh, not half bad. So what I've chicken-scratched together here for you is the schematic for one custom-made Crane Treasure Hunting Inc. sign. If I didn't butcher the plans too bad, it's got a little system built in that'll make sending out an advertisement and getting this gang's attention a snap. You just need to build it, use the tape it spits out to tell the world you're open for business, and then convince any punks that show up to tell you where their boss is hiding. They did teach you all how to build from schematics up in that vault of yours. You vault boys and girls carry yourselves different, like you matter. Plus, you think you can work from these schematics? That's the spirit.
Hey, if you need a refresher, good old Morty Mort can help you out.
What are you on about, Mordecai?
Hey, nah, I'm not bragging or anything, but I've got some tapes that cover that very subject.
Oh, Mort, not the tapes. Well, you find yourself wanting a refresher? Talk to Mort. Of course you're gonna need materials, but we should have enough lying around to cover you there. Get you together a little care package. Throw some rations in there too, so you don't starve on me. And so you know, you might have to break some of this scrap down for parts. But I can spot you some workbench materials too, since you... Who knows? Maybe you'll learn. Now, you ready to get this... Hot dog. Just make sure, once you find out where they're hiding, that their leader gets the message. The wayward gets left alone. Oh, and on the topic of leaders, you know, one of my people found this tape in the camp across the way, recorded by one... It's a little out of date at this point, but it seems it might have been left for... Sounds like she set the camp up so her people could get some practice in self-reliance. Probably...
glad to hear Vault-Tec actually took care of some of their people. You hear these rumors, right, about them just throwing folks to the wolves. Here's some rations and a fancy suit. Good luck. Well, don't you worry that smooth little face of yours. You are in good company now. Now, what can I do for you? Don't have one. I'm an independent operator. When these folks need a hand or got an errand that involves rads, they don't. In exchange, Duchess lets me drink. It doesn't bother me too much about my tab. Really, about the best sort of setup a guy in my situation. Of course, sitting around looking like hamburger ain't all I do. Plans work out, I'll have all the drinking. But that ain't what you came here to talk about. Was there something? Allergies. Learned the hard way. I can't stand within 10 feet of a strawberry. Come on, man, that's a joke. Truth is, I was outside on Doomsday. Now you see, I drove security, and I was coming back from a pickup in the truck when I feel this rumble, and then quiet. Then a whole lot less quiet. And the truck was hit with this wind, and it was like someone dropped a hurricane on it. I can hear it battering the truck. Bang, 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 like it's got a grudge against it. And then I unlocked the door and into the back, and then bang, I wake up, man, and it's crazy. Somehow, in the back of the truck, alive and kicking. All it cost me was my skin and any opportunity for someone liking me for anything other than my lovely personality. And that was the day I became, well, they call us ghouls. Not the most flattering name, but still, beats being vaporized. I mean, it's got its advantages. Main one is that radiation rolls off me like water off a duck's ass. Can stride through a blast zone like it's a... Also means I can survive in situations that would turn a normal person into a T. The major downside? Well, shit, you're looking at it, right? There's also, well, you might have seen them. Not all ghouls are sane. Not sure how it happens, why some ghouls lose their minds and others don't. But ever since I turned, there's always this nagging feeling just at the back of my mind that I will have to feast on humans! Raw! Seriously? Nothing? Shit, I thought it was funny. Overall, though, being a ghoul, mixed bag. Can't say I'd recommend. I did, and your eye's still working, kids. That's the reason you're bringing up the obvious. Better you learn that lesson real fast. Listen, friend, you happen to be talking to the exact right person to fix your predicament. But if I'm gonna help you... All right, listen, I got this plan. You're gonna help me get rich. See, the folks who made it big off the gold rush, they weren't the prospectors. They were the folks that sold them their shovels. Now, I don't do shovels. What I collect is knowledge. I can go all... So, I'm selling what I've got between my ear holes, and you're gonna... I made these holotapes. Now, this sets all the info I dug up about that Camp Doohickey. All I'm asking is you give them a listen. You will? Oh, thank you. I mean, thanks. Just come back once you've taken them out. Now, there anything else you wanted to chat about? Some other time then.
Broadcast tape issued. Please deposit data tape into any relay system terminal. Target marked.
begin mulching subroutine.
Getting so sick and tired of those thorn bushes. Can already tell it's gonna be a long day. Oh, finally, a clear day. Maybe I can get something done now. Ah, you got that right. Feels great today.
Message uploaded. Initiating broadcast pulse. Attention, all consumers. New business established. Please seek out Friends, Treasure Hunting, Incorporated, to exchange goods and services. Initiate tagline. Follow the sign. To fortune. Broadcast complete.
place has a lot of potential. If the Scorched or the Ferals don't get you, the Rads will.
The responders are here to keep you safe, citizen.
Finally, a nice day. just about time to eat. What's that over there? Stay away! Hey, you got a second? I'm not feeling like my usual self today. If I just had my Comex, I could focus and stop fretting about the little... It's not what I'm looking for, but...
Protect and serve.
Everything makes sense now. This is my place, my mission. Keep fighting out there.
You buying this keep the peace idea these Brotherhood types are putting down?
Fine.
Settlers want to rebuild, but they're only looking to the future. We need to understand the past as well, or we'll
Stay
make
on
the
your
same
toes.
mistakes going
The
forward.
wasteland is merciless.
I wonder what California is like. Will we ever trek back someday?
That was stronger than Fort Defiance ever was.
Someday, we'll ride these metal steeds again.
The Elders have so much to teach us. I hope I'll get to meet them in person. Someday.
Keep your hands off that vertibird. Please. Remember your mission. There's glory to be earned outside of combat. Grow up.
Scorched. Raider. Tries to attack. We'll be ready.
We have to cut ourselves free from America to rebuild America. Take the old and forge it anew. One day, I'll make that. Then I'll show those raiders who's boss. Keep that armor in good shape. Your life could depend on it.
Some other day.
We have to cut ourselves free from America to rebuild America. Take the old and forge it. Maybe I should join up. Fight the bad guys, do some good for once. Make a difference. Anyone who walked the whole length of the country just to get here has earned my attention. You looking to join up too? Keep fighting out there. Never forget the heroes of Fort Defiance.
Well, there's so much to teach us. Why didn't I see it before? Fort Atlas is in good hands. Knight Shin's trained us well. The Elders have so much to teach us. I hope I'll get to meet them in person someday.
Clean up this, fix that. Ugh, it never seems to end.
You're back! You delivered the package successfully. On behalf of the responders, I can't thank you enough. You helped us make progress toward a more... I sure wish I could say that's all the help I needed, but... If you're in the neighborhood again someday in the meantime, though, here's your payment.
I wish that brotherhood would share what they've learned with the rest of us. It could benefit so many.
Hey! You here? Whoa. You're not Crane. The hell's going on here?
Crane! Come out, wherever you are!
Oh, shit. I've got to get over to... not here. Good luck with those guys.
Well, you don't look too worse for wear. You met... Good to know. Then that's where their boss will be. You need to go...
Wait, West Virginia lumber? That is not right. You misheard them for sure.
And that's of concern. Why, exactly?
Was wandering up that way not too far back. The lumber company? That place was overrun with a bunch of those big green bastards. Mutants. You've seen those Frankensteins. If this gang was able to clean those things out of the mill, these guys might be tougher than advertised.
You got any recommendations on how you...
Well, I wouldn't go in guns blazing, unless... Could try and luck your way inside, maybe see if they want to talk to you. But there was this family I ran into up that way that I'm sure has had to deal with them already. There was also this, let's say, special scrapper who was making some pretty bold claims about his knowledge of the mill. Wouldn't be a bad idea to check in with either of them. You'll find them at Anchor Farm if these thugs haven't already run them off. But if they are still there, well, they probably managed to work something out with them. Hey, it couldn't... Found him living in the stalls at Tyler County Fairground. Guy kept claiming he knew the best way to run the mutants out of the mill. But, listen, I couldn't get him this. Probably have a better chance he'll share what he learned with someone who still has an entire face. Well, that's a good thing. If you haven't already explored up that way, the fastest route back would be via Vault 76 and trekking north from there. And take care of yourself, all right? You're doing... The people near the lumber mill seemed on the up and up, but I'd still be on... Oh, hey there. Looking forward to hearing what you thought of those tapes.
Calling all adventurers. Take a tour
of the uncanny caverns today. Walk through the bowels of the earth in a world uninterrupted by progress.
Son of a... What tiny fisted rat built... Oh, wait a second. The thing is on. Hello? Hello? This is Mort McCoy. And welcome to the first of Headmaster Mort's EduTapes. Today we're talking about your camp. Now, former Vault resident or someone who killed a Vault resident, let's start off with the basics. Placing your camp. When plunking down your camp, C-A-M-P, that's an acronym, for the first time, remember to... Crap. Where'd that... Remember to take the lay of the land. Consider the grade of the terrain, general defensibility, and proximity to your surroundings. Could that clipped edge be used to protect your flank? You bet your chops it could. Once you found the perfect spot, it's time to move on to the best part of working with your camp. Construction! Construction can be an intricate process, so a steady hand and an eye for detainment, details, damn I had to get that one, an eye for details are a must. You should take a moment to familiarize yourself with the camp's patented intuitive construction interface. But don't worry, we'll cover construction in gory detail in the next of Headmaster Mort's EduTapes. So long. Get your chops. Come on. What was that?
Hey, Mitchell. Ready to start the new school year?
Gosh, Martha, I don't know. There's a quiz tomorrow and I'm so nervous. The butterflies in my stomach won't stop fussing.
Oh, if it's a quiz, I don't think it's butterflies. It's probably bees.
Bees?
Yup. Sounds like you've got a bad case of the brain bees. It's a medical term made by doctors.
Oh, I had no idea I was even sick. How do I stop them from buzzing?
Easy, with Mentats. They're a natural pick-me-up that helps you clear your mind and focus. They're also great for memory. One dose and you'll remember just about everything. From the answers to the quiz, to the time you squealed to Old Man Johnson that I broke his window.
Jeez, Martha, are you ever going to let that go? It's been 6 years.
Not as long as...
Hello, dedicated listeners. Welcome back to Headmaster Mort's EduTapes. Today, in this second tape, we are talking construction. Now, the first step of construction is... What? Is that soda? Soda's red, right? Wait, oh. Electing. First, electing what you're going to build. Once you've made that election, it's just 3 easy questions to construction success. 1. Is the location I've selected going to work for an object of the size and shape I'm building? 2. Have I read the schematics thoroughly? And 3. Do I have all the required materials too? Who the hell bled on my notes? Saul! If I find out it was you, you're gonna bleed on... Whatever. Just finish one. Short on materials? Loot the local junkyard, mills, and warehouses for parts. Missing a critical schematic? Your local vendors might have just what you're looking for. And on that note, this has been Headmaster Mort's EduTapes. See you again soon. Solomon, so help me, this better be Sam. Where are you hiding?
Gee whiz, Susie. The night sky sure is beautiful up here on Lookout Point. Not nearly as beautiful as you are, though.
Oh, Tommy, you're the sweetest. It's a little chilly tonight, but the view is breathtaking.
Here, let me warm you up a bit.
Did you hear that? I think someone is out there.
No way. Sure imagine. Now, where were we? Oh, no! Susie!
Tommy, save me!
Young
believe that a giant bug destroyed your car and kidnapped your girlfriend. Now, if you're done wasting my time, I have actual crimes to prevent. Huh. Giant bugs? Preposterous. But it's the guy on the shoot, Sheriff. You have to believe me.
Welcome back, lovely listeners, to Headmaster Mort's final tape in the camp series, Powering Your Camp. After listening to the second tape, you should already be well-trained enough to build a generator. If you haven't yet done so, I'll wait. Screw it. Alright, I'll assume you nailed it. Now, generators are the heart of your camp power system. Once your generator is built, all you need to do is connect it to the object that needs power with the wire. Though, be aware, your wire will need a clear, unobstructed path to establish and maintain a direct connection. Some objects, however, like simple light bulbs, do not require a direct connection. All you need to do is run a wire from your generator to a power pylon. Place the power pylon near your lights, then voila! Let there be lights! Well, this has been Headmaster Mort's Camp Construction Holotapes. Please check back with Headmaster Mort himself at the Wayward to learn more about his other exciting courses, including Mort, can I still eat this? And mutations. Am I a monster now? And thanks again for listening. Ha! Nailed it.
And now, a word from our sponsors.
Mortimer,
Something's out
where
there.
did you find
I
this
know it.
classic Ming vase? Surely you asked the museum for friendship.
Oh, first of all, it's not me. I would appreciate if you didn't call me a communist. Second, I didn't purchase it from the museum.
Really? Was it at the green somewhere? The Bohemian Art Show?
Don't freeze it. Why, at this rate, I'm going to have to ask Mr. Handy to turn on the furnace.
Well, you have to tell me. I simply must know.
I bought it at Appalachian Antiques.
Wait. You mean to tell me there's a store selling the finest in collectible antiquities right here in West Virginia?
That's correct. It's just up the road, north of Fort Defiance. Art and antiques, at prices only a true Watogan can afford.
Oh, thank heavens. I wouldn't want to run into any poor people on the way.
Nor would I, Vanessa. Nor would I.
Appalachian Antiques, the finest goods and antiquities for sale, but never owned.
Saturday, November 6th, to see what Toga High Drama perform Armor Ace and the Power Patrol, the musical. Bring the whole family to come see their favorite Power Patrol heroes, like Platinum. Liberty, it wasn't just meant for me. And you, it's our destiny to show the Rex our point of view. Brick House, the Yukon 5.
Look, I'm not supposed to be talking to you, but nearest hunk of ocean is 300 miles from here. Someone really dragged that anchor all this way?
Like they've never seen them before. Pick up an ice-cold Nuka-Cola from the concession stand and get ready to laugh. Cheers!
Papa says you can't be trusted.
Children ages 17 and up who want to become a real member of the Power Patrol
Can't take a hint, huh? West Virginia, no. Don't know anything about them. Now, I'd like you to leave. You'll go. Fine. We worked out a deal. Supplies for protection. What do you need to know to leave?
Tonight, we bring you Chapter 2 of Escape from the 42nd Century.
Once a month. Food, ammo, scrap. Murray and me take it up to the mill ourselves. Gave us a password to get in. Blue Danube. Plenty. A dozen, minimum. They don't let us in the main building, so I can't say how many were camped out in there. Bunch of cons from back east. They're not crazy, though. Not like the Blood Eagles or the Scorch say. They don't know how to farm or hunt. We do. So we worked out a deal.
History Deck's time locator seems to be reading. This can't be right. 42nd century?
You do that.
Maybe
I can see having a little something set aside for you. One time, though.
Time crystals are completely out of sync.
Then by all means.
Some time to realign themselves to my point of origin. What is with all the propaganda around here? Are those walking dolphins?
All population candidates in Group 5B must report to Station Sigma immediately. Compliance breeds excellence.
That sounds ominous. Judging by the posters around here, I'm guessing that this mind organization isn't exactly welcoming of regular humans like me. Better find a spot to lay low as the time crystals resynchronize.
Out there, animal! We will capture you!
Uh-oh. That's not good. Atomic Quill, don't fail me now. That blinding flash bought me a bit of time for my escape, but I need to get out of here in a hurry if I don't want fins.
Strange one, over here. I am the help you need.
Thanks for saving me. By bringing me to the sewer.
Sewer home is the best home. The mine soldiers never venture to these depths.
I don't mean to seem ungrateful. This is all so new to me, I haven't had a chance to understand this brave new world. Let's start with something simple. Who exactly are you?
I have a name, as I am singular. I am the one called Jason. Proud unevolved, leader of the human resistance of Sector 19. Are you singular?
I'm KD Inkwell, the one and only. I have some time to kill before I can return to my home. Sector. Did I hear something on the loudspeakers earlier about substation candidates?
Come, there are friends you must meet. We will explain all.
Looking forward to finding out more about this wild world of yours.
A wild world indeed, Katie. Lost in time in a land ruled by a heinous collective of genetic monstrosities, without free will, love, or any vestiges of compassion. She will survive long enough for her crystals to take back her own time. Will she fall under the ire of mine and be forced to join the assimilated masses of dolphin-human hybrids herself? Who is the resistance of Sector 19? And will she be able to return the noble favor of Jason David Ray? the exciting conclusion to escape from the 42nd century.
Here's Opus number 1 by Tommy Dorsey.
Good evening, America. I'm Dr. Huckabee, a leading nuclear physician. Every red-blooded American knows that living in the nuclear age means we're surrounded by healthy waves of atomic energy. Now, although all of us know that radiation's warm glow is good for the brain, eyes, and skin, certain individuals of frailer constitution have been known to suffer some small health effects. That's why 9 out of 10 of my colleagues recommend a daily dose of Rad-X, America's preferred anti-rad medication. Rad-X bolsters your body's own radiation resistance. Doctors spell safety R-A-D-X. tour of the uncanny caverns today. Walk through the bowels of the earth in a world uninterrupted by progress, where man's inexorable march towards doom has no sway. Learn about the legendary Night Kid, half boy, half bat, all terror. What's that? You want me to tell them about our discount on premium tours, where you explore hidden formations of ancient rock, all at rock-bottom prices? Not to worry, my nocturnal neighbor. I've got it all taken care of. That's why they pay me the big bucks, and you a bucket of moss. Explore a piece of Appalachian history and take a tour of the uncanny caverns today.
Chapter 4 of Heart of Steel, a Dread Island Tale. 7 days after their marooning, we find our trinity of wayward castaways making their way through the little-explored northern region of the island. The need for fresh food has driven them ever further in their expeditions, and as luck would have it, they found a shallow pond teeming with bright fish. The weather was warm and the wind was mild, although young Anna had grown seasoned and wise enough to know that fine weather meant little for a fine day on Dread Island.
Hard. Great job finding this place. Look at all these fish. We can hang them up at camp to dry and we'll eat well for days.
Anna, it does appear safe, but we must be careful. We cannot grow complacent on this island.
Well, we've got you to look out, don't we, Hart? Say, why don't you tell us some jokes while we fish?
Yeah, some jokes, Hart.
Never trust atoms. They make up everything.
Tell us another, Hart.
Responders, priority alert. Looks like those damn wolves are on the hunt again. Forest Watch has spotted multiple packs, but the Alpha's whereabouts are unknown. I repeat, Alpha's location is unknown. We need to find and kill that Alpha wolf ASAP. Take out the smaller packs and draw out that Alpha. Just make sure you bring a lot of bullets. That big Alpha is a heap of trouble.
Easy, Emilio. Not so fast. Let's just take a quick look, okay, Hart? It may be something useful.
I am not reading immediate danger, but I advise we proceed with extreme caution.
Hart, Anna, and Emilio quickly set off, following the robot's sensor readings. Through hanging leaves and twisting vines they search, Hart's machinery carefully tracking the unknown signature. After a time, the thick vegetation gives way to a clearing that ends against a tall cliff of stone. Hart and the children find themselves at the threshold of a large entranceway leading deep into the cliff. A trapezoidal doorway twice as tall as a man. Setting to the sides of the portal are strange devices, each containing a large, flat disc of a strange material and fastened on a swiveling mount.
Look at those things. Wow, Hart. Who could have built something this peculiar out of these big stones? And that device?
This construction contains the source of the energy readings. My scans indicate these structures are over 1,000 years old, and... Anna, I am afraid it looks like Emilio is not waiting for further analysis.
Anna, look! Emilio, wait! Don't touch anything!
Before he can be stopped, Emilio has pushed on the nearest of the odd metal devices along the side of the doorway. It spins far more easily than its ancient appearance would suggest. Upon coming to the end of the series, the disc catches the beams of the bright afternoon sun. Anna's eyes stare in amazement as the beam floats down the hallway, illuminating it as bright as moonlight. As the sunbeam travels, it beams attaches down the hall and fills the entire structure with light, bouncing from disc to disc.
Well, isn't that something, Hart? Oh, Father would have loved to see such clever engineering.
Well, I'm the one who figured it out, Anna.
Correct, Emilio. However, I recommend increased discretion. Anna, the source of the signal is close. My sensors have determined we could potentially use this energy to recharge my power cells.
Alright, well, it's worth a quick look. But like you said, Hart, let's proceed with extreme caution.
Carefully, they follow the strangely angled hallway deep into the unknown. Finally, the long hall comes to an end, the sunlit discs revealing a large, circular rotunda. Dust swirls in the air, lit by the reflected sunbeams. In the center of the room, where the shafts of light converge, stands a strange stone pedestal and a vibrant cut jewel, deep blue in color. The size of a lady's slipper, it sits splendidly on top of the pedestal, wrapped in intricate bindings of metal and curiously cut stone.
Goodness, that jewel is beautiful, isn't it? Have you ever seen one like it?
Anna, this mineral appears to be able to absorb energy from the sun and store it. It seems to hold a significant capacitor charge.
We can take it, right? Finders keepers, you know.
Well, I suppose so. I don't see anyone around here using it for anything.
Anna, the item is useful to us. However, its origin is unknown, and I advise we
Proceed with extreme caution.
Proceed with extreme caution.
Okay, Hart, we will.
Hey,
With that,
get the hell out of
Anna
here!
advances,
Oh,
reaching out and
you're not one
pulling
of those
the
creeps.
dark, enchanting
Well,
item from its
you here to
cradle on
rob
top
me?
of the pedestal. With a rumble, the pillar of curiously cut stone and metal bindings begins to turn.
Ah, you talked to the well-done guy, huh?
Like the
Well,
workings of a
yeah, I got a little trick up. Could kill them all, if I wanted.
And then the ground
But I'm not just...
itself begins to descend with it, dropping down into darkness where the illuminating beams cannot
Government-issued astral transporter. Snagged it on my way out of the lab. Takes your physical form and drops it right into the astral plane. Makes you nearly invisible. Makes it a whole lot easier to take folks out of this world at the same time.
Emilio, come on, now!
Hart! Hannah! Let's go!
Makes you invisible, not agile. I can't run so good since I escaped from the government.
the children and Hart rush back up the hallway.
Island nearby's got a big nest in it. Bring me an egg? I'll give you what I got.
The robot grabs both children by the scruff of their
Something
coats
nasty enough that I don't want to do
out
it.
of the bizarre
Up to
collapsing
you,
tunnel.
though.
They stop and turn yards away as a dust cloud belches out of the entrance. Behind them, looming in darkness, some great invisible terror slowly grinds its way closer to the doorway, bellowing its stony refrain.
Hart, it's coming! Do something!
Anna, please keep Emilio back. I will engage my defenses.
Get it, Hart! Get it!
Hart unleashes its powerful laser attack, blasting the cliffside above the stone entryway. Massive chunks of rock face break away and fall, collapsing inward on the great stone gate. 1,000,000 tons of rubble fill the space where the strange hallway once stood. A safe distance away, Hart, Anna, and Emilio brush themselves off and observe the pile of stone where the curious architecture once stood.
Hart, what could that possibly have been? Something was coming out of that dark cavern. Who built that place?
Unknown. Construction remains unidentifiable.
No more jewels, Anna!
You're right, Emilio. No more jewels, no matter how interesting they are. For that matter, no more going into any dark chambers. I think there's more strange things afoot here than we know.
With the lurking danger of the strange temple behind them, buried under tons of stone by Hart's laser, the three travel back towards their humble camp as the sun begins to set. Despite all they have learned and overcome so far, it seems there are still many secrets yet to be discovered on Dread Island.
Hey, Mitchell. Ready to start the new school year?
Gosh, Martha, I don't know. There's a quiz tomorrow and I'm so nervous. The butterflies in my stomach won't stop fussing.
Oh, if it's a quiz, I don't think it's butterflies. It's probably bees. Yup. Sounds like you've got a bad case of the brain bees. It's a medical term made by doctors.
Oh, I had no idea I was even sick. How do I stop them from buzzing?
Easy, with Mentats. They're a natural pick-me-up that helps you clear your mind and focus. They're also great for memory. One dose and you'll remember just about everything. From the answers to the quiz, to the time you squealed to Old Man Johnson that I broke his window.
Jeez, Martha, are you ever going to let that go? It's been 6 years.
Not as long as I have my Mentats, I won't. And soon, you won't forget it either.
the creative minds of Aces and Eights. It's time to grab your pistols and saddle up. Get ready for an old-fashioned standoff as Keith McKinney and Stanley Van Robb star in the most anticipated Western of the year.
It's like taking candy from a baby. Mad Dog, let's get this loot and get a move on.
out. That mad dog had to be put down. Just like you, darling.
Introducing Molly Ryder as Cat Holly. The Fighting Furies return in Last Stand at Fort McGee. Watching gorgeous Panelux color as the Fighting Furies take on the worst the Wild West has to throw at them as they make their last stand at Fort McGee. In theaters now.
The final installment of Escape from the 42nd Century. The exciting conclusion of this classic tale from the Atomic Chronicles of K.D. Inkwell. Deep under the sprawling metropolis of Sector 19 above, we rejoin our hero in the sewers below, in the company of the human resistance to mine, who seek to sublimate the last of the unevolved into the genetically altered collective consciousness.
Quite a resistance you have gathered here, Jason.
These are all the brave warriors of individuality. The mind has control, but we have ourselves.
Where did those crazy walking dolphins come from, anyway?
The mind was not always. The science of long ago had discovered the secret of the triple helix. Thus was born the seeds of our genetic oppression. Soon after, were melded to the first minds. From then, war.
And those tuna-smelling cultist people used Sigma to burn their length. Against their will?
Station Sigma is the end of many individuals. Kate Brayton is then my sister. Tomorrow she will be singular no more.
Your sister is going to be turned into one of those things? We have to stop them.
It's impossible. We are but individuals.
Individuals are strong. Together.
Individuals strong. Together. Individuals strong. Together. We will follow you. Ready to strike when the moment is right.
No time like the present, Jason.
With her newfound collective of individualists, K.D. Inkwell charged forth to the genetic conversion vats at Station Sigma of Sector 19. The battle that ensued will be told for ages, as K.D.'s atomic will was able to disrupt the hive mind link. The chaos that this created allowed for the resistance to easily overpower their dolphin overlords and save Kaylin Peyton Brayden from a life of tuna paste and servitude.
Today has blown the winds of change. Individuals strong. Together.
All crystals synchronized.
That's my cue. Take care of yourself, Jason David Brayden.
Farewell, strange one.
Inkwell, you're alive. What happened? I was scared half to death.
Let's just say I've lost my appetite for tuna sandwiches for a while.
Mrs. Woodbury, can I ask you a question?
Sure thing, Bobby. What's on your mind?
I'm having a little trouble with this whole quantum mechanics thing. How can your cat be both dead and alive? It sounds like a bunch of hooey to me.
All right. How about we change it up? Instead of a cat, let's put an ice-cold Nuka-Cola in the box.
Oh boy, that's a swell idea. But I don't get it. How does that change anything?
Think about it in terms of the number 2. Before we opened this box, the cat was 2 things, alive and dead. And when we quantumize Nuka-Cola, it also becomes 2 things, flavorful and thirst-quenching.
Oh, I get it. It's all about the number 2. That's why Nuka-Cola Quantum has twice the calories, twice the carbohydrates, twice the caffeine, and twice the taste.
Now you're thinking in quantum, Bobby.
So, can I drink that Nuka-Cola, Mrs. Woodbury? I'm awful thirsty.
I'll tell you what. You do well on the exam tomorrow, and I'll give a bottle of Nuka-Cola Quantum to the whole class. And that goes double for you kids at home. Drink Nuka-Cola Quantum for twice the refreshment and twice the pep, and you'll ace every test.
Well, I've stopped the alien invasion, saved the planet once more. Time for an ice-cold beer.
But is it ice cold? Or is it room temperature?
Room temperature, Ronaldo. But my camp is outside.
Was outside. For a supervillain like myself, fresh air is nothing but a mild inconvenience, a moderate detour. For behold, I've surrounded your entire camp with 4 walls and a roof. And when you walk inside, you'll find its contents are neither hot nor cold, but rather the perfect room temperature, including your drinks.
Ha! Did you think that I, Felicity Frost, would not be prepared for your moderately misguided mayhem?
No! It's so cold!
That's right. I put all my beverages in Appalachia Freeze, which means every bottle stays cool, even when temperatures aren't. Is there a problem, Ronaldo? Your head seems to be burning up. Maybe you should try cooling off with a drink.
A curse on you, Felicity Frost! A curse on you and variable temperatures from now until the end of time!
Ah, that hits the spot. And it's all thanks to the good people at Appalachia Freeze. They're the real heroes. Call your local retailer and preserve your order today.
Gather around your radio once again for another exciting tale from the world of hubris. This week, listen in on the latest episode following the exploits of our favorite villain. Join in for another exciting installment of Sorbo's Revenge.
Behold, my subjects. It is I, Dr. Zorbo, the former and future Emperor of the Universe. Captain Cosmos thinks he defeated me in the legendary run, but his cheating ways will not go unpunished. I shall travel the universe to gather my forces and create the Star Mangler, the most destructive war machine ever conceived. And I will have my revenge.
Gee whiz, Susie. The night sky sure is beautiful up here on Lookout Point. Not nearly as beautiful as you are, though.
Oh, Tommy, you're the sweetest. It's a little chilly tonight, but the view is breathtaking.
Here, let me warm you up a bit.
Did you hear that? I think someone is out there.
No way. It's your imagination. Now, where were we?
Oh no! Susie!
Tommy, save me!
Young man, this is preposterous. I refuse to believe that a giant bug destroyed your car and kidnapped your girlfriend. Now, if you're done wasting my time, I have actual crimes to prevent. Huh. Giant bugs? Preposterous.
But it's the guy on the street, Sheriff. You have to believe me. A gigantic insect did kidnap Susie. It was the size of a bus, and there are more than one. Those things are everywhere. You have to save her.
That's enough out of you. Deputy, escort this chem addict out of here immediately.
No! Stop! You have to listen to me. Big bugs, ants, spiders, cockroaches. Those bugs are not normal bugs. Oh no. It's too late.
Mother of God! What are those?
Humanity is threatened with annihilation by those, born from the unnatural union of nature and radioactive fire. Creatures so terrifying that words cannot describe the horror those macabre, mutated menaces will bring. Those, coming to a theater near you this summer.
Well, I've stopped the alien invasion and saved the planet once more. Time for an ice cold.
What is it, ice cold? Or is it room temperature?
Room temperature, Ronaldo.
but my camp is outside.
Was outside. For a supervillain like myself, fresh air is nothing but a mild inconvenience, a moderate detour. For behold, I've surrounded your entire camp with 4 walls and a roof. And when you walk inside, you'll find its contents are neither hot nor cold, but rather the perfect room temperature, including your drinks.
Ha! Did you think that I, Felicity Frost, would not be prepared for your moderately misguided mayhem?
No! It's so cold!
That's right. I put all my beverages in Appalachia Freeze, which means every bottle stays cool, even when temperatures aren't. Is there a problem, Ronaldo? Your head seems to be burning up. Maybe you should try cooling off with a drink.
A curse on you, Felicity Frost! A curse on you and variable temperatures from now until the end of time!
Ah, that hits the spot. And it's all thanks to the good people at Appalachia Freeze. They're the real heroes. Call your local retailer and preserve your order today.
Enter a world of stories as weird and wild as man's imagination can conjure. A world where anything is possible. Where science and the mystical combine in surprising and unpredictable adventures. Enter a world of astoundingly awesome tales. Are you ready for more tantalizing tales of terror? Myths of monsters and machismo? The history of a heroic hunter? Good, because it is time yet again for another exciting journey with Rip Daring, cryptid hunter extraordinaire. Joining the intrepid adventurer is his field medic, Guinevere, a nurse as equally skilled in medicine as she is at deflecting Rip. And lastly, the loyal Percival, Rip's personal butler, tailor, navigator, and monster lure. Join the crew, dear listeners, as we follow them on an exciting cryptid hunt. Tonight, we have a bone-chilling tale, episode 75, Rip Daring and the Large Appetite.
Now I've got mud in my boots. Just perfect. For the next adventure, can we investigate the Bermuda Triangle or something? Rip gets lost on a boat while I spend some time on a beach. Just anything to get me away from more farmland.
Whatever do you mean, my dear Guinevere? Cryptids are abundant in farmlands as the creatures try to disrupt hard-working Americans.
Sir, we're not in America. This is a Japanese rice field.
Oh, of course, I'm just about home is all. Anyway, how about you tell us why we're on the other side of the world, knee-high in muddy water at 2 a.m.?
You know he needs his beauty sleep.
Well, sir, we've been asked to investigate a local yokai, or yuma, which is an unidentified mysterious animal.
Then why am I here? Do I look like I have a degree in zoology with which to identify the creature? No, of course not. Not since the council sent me that colorful expulsion letter after hunting their precious Bigfoot.
Those are just the local terms, sir. We don't need to identify, just find and shoot. Your preferred method of action, sir.
Oh, then why didn't you say so, Percy, you bucket of bolts? Now, what are we after? That lady with the scissors and the grin? The woman with the neck problems? The freezing, icy mistress?
You're too hot-headed for the Yuki-Onna, sir. Today, we are going after the Gashadokuro.
Ah, yes, the gassy Dokuro.
I'm not suffering through this again, Rip. Just call it the Big Skeleton.
Not my first time wrestling a big-boned creature. What makes this one special?
From what I've been able to decipher, it seems these creatures are hungry, undead skeletons, made up of the unburied...
See what I'm doing here, Percy? Can you make your explanation like my fingers? Snappy?
Of course, sir.
I forget that too many words push the old words out of your brain. Big skeleton eat people.
Perfect! 5 words on the dot. Now let me keep my keen hunter eyes out for the elusive creature.
Oh, of course. Where would we ever find a 30-foot skeleton? Maybe it's under that rock. Maybe it's taking a swim in these shallow fields. Or maybe, just maybe, it's that giant imposing figure headed right towards us.
Never fear, Guinevere. For my trusty and patented rip-tearing jetpack is the perfect tool for every job. I'll fly up close and shoot it